my fourth mission trip. The first one was to New Orleans, which was an experience of its own. And this is my third year back to Appalachia. And every year is different. Every year, we touch a different family. We have different jobs to do. And I guess as I'm getting older and, as we have experiences, you realize that it's really not about my agenda, but about God's. And so this time I was able to kind of sit back and just see, what is it that you want me to do this time? What is it that I'm supposed to do while I'm here? And the awesome thing is that I'm not there alone. We had a group of 5, which is really small, and we have a big church, guys. We could do a lot better than that, but we had a group of 5, and we called us Small But Mighty, and all of us have different talents and different strengths, and we kind of divided and conquered this time, which is really pretty cool. There's been times that I've worked on houses and cleaned and built, and last year we built a deck. But this year I got to be a little more of me. I am a social worker. That's my job. I've been a social worker for a really long time, and I'm there to do whatever God needs me to do to be there. And to be honest, last year I went, and I promised God that I would never miss again. And so when this year came, I was like, oh, I'm just not feeling it. I'm tired. I don't know why, but I'm tired, and I'm just not feeling it. But I promised you I would go. And so I showed up. And, when I get to the end of my life, I don't know that I'm going to be able to walk in and say I did all of these amazing things, but I do hope God says, Lisa, you showed up. You showed up. There were so many things I just wanted to tell you about this. There's just these little tidbits of just wisdom that comes through this. And, we kind of go through a process when you go on a mission trip. You get there, you're like so excited and you're super determined and we're going to do this. And then you kind of look around and you're like, whoa, maybe we're not. There's a lot here. I don't know. Yikes. And then you kind of get angry, and you're like, really? Like, really, this is the world that we live in? Really? Nobody's helped this family before? And then you get humbled, and you realize that, yeah, that's what we're here. But you get humbled in another way, too, because we come in as a group, and we're supposed to be there to help, but really, God's touching us, too. And what was really cool about it was the guys got to stay back. We helped a family. It was a mom and a dad and 2 little boys. And it's a very different culture out there. And so it's kind of uncomfortable because some of the things that is normal to them is very not normal to us. And so part of it is just accepting it for what it is and just being there to love. And so I was able to take the wife, who's 23 years old with 2 kids, who is absolutely isolated, has no cell phone, no nothing. I mean, you come, their clothes are tattered and torn. They have nothing. And so I was able to spend the week connecting her with other people. And what was so awesome was that God showed me that I'm not the only Christian there. Everywhere we went, every place we went, there were people there with us. And so, we were there to, bring our light, but also share the light with everybody else. And we weren't just there to encourage that family, but other Christians as well. When we're there in strength. We're there in a community. Brittany, the mom, and I don't see any of the pictures. Are they flashing? Brittany, the mom, she said she's in poverty. She has no clothes. She has to wait for her monthly food stamps. But she said the worst thing about all of that was that she was lonely. And that this week was the best week. When we left, she was sobbing. Not because we didn't do enough or because of how much we did. I think because we touched her hearts. And even the dad, we said, you're gonna be glad to get rid of us. And he said, I'm gonna miss having you come every morning. And so just showing up. The woman that runs the ministry, her name is Cindy, and her husband is Dave. And they're God's power couple. We see Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, but we really should be seeing Cindy and Dave. That woman makes $4,000 a year. That is her income, and she commits every single day to God. And I'm just touched. I'm just humbled by what other people do, and it gives me strength to be able to keep going. And even when I say, God, I really don't want to do this, I'm just so grateful that he helps me show up. So next year, guys, we hope to see you all there. And you could do anything. You could fold clothes. I don't want to hear I can't work outside. You can fold clothes. You can clean cabinets. There's tons to do, something for everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Let's give this team a great praise the Lord. Thank you.